Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Namchava Narottama Vim Saraswati Yasa Tire Prayeshva Bhadrishu Yam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatuttama Shloki Bhavati Naishtiki Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I was asked to give Bhagavatam class in front of the senior devotees. It's very, I feel not comfortable in this situation. Please, I need your blessings to be somehow helpful in this situation to you. As I understood, And of course, please forgive me my English. I was not ready to speak Bhagavatam. As I understood, we continue read Srimad Bhagavatam from Canto 7, Chapter 2. This text 17 up to 21. Let me see. Okay, we will read until 21 and then chant together 21. Hiranyakashipu Bhatu Samparatesya Dukkita Kritva Katoda Kadrini Bharatputran Asantvayat. Translation. After performing the ritualistic observances for the death of his brother, Hiranyakashipu, being extremely unhappy, tried to pacify his nephews. Please, you need to correct me in my English if I do something wrong. Okay. Text 1819, translation. Of him, Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry, but since he was a great politician, he knew how to act according to the time and situation. With swing words, he began pacifying his nephews, whose names were Sanuki, Sambara, Drishti, Bhuta Santapana, Brika, Kalanabha, Mahanabha, Harismashru, and Utkasa. He also saw their mother, his sister-in-law, Rishabhanu, as well as his own mother, Diti. He spoke to them all as follows. Text number 20, translation. Hiranyakashipu said, "My dear mother, sister-in-law, and nephews, you should not lament for the death of the great hero. For a hero's death in front of his enemy is glorious and desirable." Text 21. Translation. My dear mother, in a restaurant of place for drinking cold water, many travelers are brought together, and after drinking water, they continue to their respective destinations. Similarly, living entities join together in a family, and later, as a result of their own action, they are led apart to their destinations. Report. प्रकृति क्रियमाण नियग्ना करवाणी सर्वस्व अहंकार विमुक्त ataham iti manyate.
We can recite the verse also. This verse.
Yeah.
It's not a purport, so.
Okay, word by word. Okay.
We can just recite the verse.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Prayamiva suvrate.
Prapayam iva suvrate.
Prapaiva suvrate.
Prapayam iva suvrate.
Vivenaikatra nitanam.
Vivenaikatra nitanam.
Vivenam katra nitanam.
Vivenaikatra nitanam.
Unitana swakarmami.
Unitana swakarmabhi.
Unitana swakarmami.
Unitana swakarmabhi.
Bhutanamiha samvasa.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Prapayam eva surate.
Prapayam iva suvrate.
Vanaikatra nitanam.
Devanaitantra nitanam.
Unitana swakarmami.
Unitana swakarmabhi.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Bhutanam iha samvasa.
Prapayam iva suvrate.
Prapayam iva suvrate.
Katra nitanam. Unitana sakarmabhi.
Bhutanam iha samvasa. Vayam eva subrate Davinaykyatra Nitanam Swakarma Bhihi
Bhutanam,
Bhutanam
of all living entities,
of all living beings
Iha,
Iha
in the material world,
in this material world
Samvasa,
Samvasa
the living together,
we're living together
Prapaya,
Prapaya
in a place for drinking cold water,
in a place for drinking cold water
Iva,
Eva
like,
light
Suvrate,
So
O my gentle mother,
oh my Chaitanya Mother
Davina,
Davina
was a superior arrangement,
by the succeeded arrangement
Katra,
Ekatra
in one place,
in one place
Nitanam,
Nitanam
those pros,
those drought
Nitanam, of those led apart, Swakarma he, with their own reactions. Of the King translation. My dear mother, in a restaurant of play or place for drinking cold water, many travelers are brought together, and after drinking water, they continue to their respective destination. Similarly, living entities join together in a family, and later, as a result of their own action, they are led apart to their destinations. Purport. Prakriti kriyamani gunai karvani sarnasha ahankaravin muthatmakataham iti manyate. The bewildered soul, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, thinks himself the doer of activities which are in actually carried out by nature. Bhagavad Gita 3:27. All living entities act exactly according to the directions of Prakriti, material nature, because in their material world they are fully under the higher control. All the living entities in the material world have come very only because they want to be equal to Krishna in enjoyment and have thus been sent here to be continued by material nature in different degrees. In the material world, the so-called family is a combination of several persons in one home to fulfill the terms of their imprisonment. As criminal prisoners skated as soon as their terms are over and they are released, all of us who have temporarily assembled as family members will continue to our respective destination. Another example given is that family members are like straws carried together by the waves of a river. Sometimes such straws mix together in with pool and later dispersed again by the same waves. They float alone in the water. Also, Hiranyakashipu was a demon. He had Vedic knowledge and understanding, thus the advice given to his family members, his sister-in-law, mother, and nephews was quite sound. The demons are considered highly elevated in knowledge, but because they do not use their good intelligence for the service of the Lord, they are called demons. The demigods, however, act very intelligently to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 1-13 as follows. This is
अतः पुंगे द्विदश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागशः कनिष्ठस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्.
obeyed among the twice born. It is therefore concluded that the highest perfection one can achieve by discharging his prescribed duties, dharma, according to the caste division, and others of life is to please the Lord Hari. To become a demigod or to become godly, whatever one's occupation, one must satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The end of Purport. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. Ranjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadabhyam Dadati Swapadantikam Panchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubheva Cha Patitanam Pavebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishekha Devadi Pashyate Devishadri. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So this story is regarding the Hiranyakashipu, who after his brother was killed by Supreme Personality of Godhead, now in front of his relatives, standing trying to pacify them, explaining the philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam, actually. He's explaining them that you are not the material body, you are the spiritual soul. You don't need to worry because, when you live in family, you get together for the, several years maybe, and then you again go to different places. So material, all things that we are studying here in the temple, So what's the difference? Hiranyakashipu, Prabhupada says he was very has a well knowledge regarding Shastras. If he approach here into the temple, we should invite him to speak Srimad Bhagavatam, actually, because it's a very powerful knowledge. His knowledge more than we have. But what is the point is we know from this purport of Srila Prabhupada what's the difference, because some devotees are also know the Shastras very well, and they can speak by verses, and the Krishna gives the knowledge to any living entities. How he said, give me Sarvasya Chakra He says that I'm the knowledge, and I'm in the heart of any living entity. I give this knowledge, yes, to everybody. I'm the Vedas. So if the person would like to study the Vedic knowledge, there is no any restriction, and material people, they also demonic people, they study Vedas to get the knowledge also, like devotees. But there is a small difference between these personalities and devotees. Who remember the Prabhupada says this in commentary. In the end, he says that it's the difference is how they use it. Krishna gives the body to the devotees and demons. He gives the air to breathe, the eyes to look for something. And he was in New York last week, and we was visiting many places. It's for us who come from Russia. It's like the topmost civilization that people can achieve in this Russian of sense glorification. The buildings, the higher you cannot build, otherwise it will. The all restricted things that can be forbidden in all other world is announced as the supreme things to do in New York. For example, for us, not to как сказать, нарушить broke the regulative principle, we need to wear the gas mask in New York, because from everywhere this ganja comes to your face directly. You cannot meet such a nice experience, any other place in the world that we travel. Can you imagine what's happening with the civilization when people starting to use this the senses, which was given by Krishna for their sense clarification. So the difference is Prabhupada explained that how you use it. So demons also read the Shastras and a lot of knowledge. As we know, the Boston area, the one of the best place, it has like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Prabhu told us that in previous time it was 108 universities. Now it should be 1,008. I don't know. So many people study here in the Boston area, as we know. So this is a where does the knowledge come from? So the Krishna gives this knowledge, but how we use it, he's the one who fulfill desires of any living entities. Eko Bahonam Yuvidat Hati Kaman, it's the Kama, the desires. Any living entities has desire, and only one person will fulfill all the desires of any living entities, not just human demons or demigods, but all living entities. Can you imagine such a wonderful personality is that? So he fulfilled these desires, and you can see what is happened with this civilization. That actually in Russia is the same. I'm just give you example. It's like almost. Okay, if you go to any other place, you can see the same. When the person use the knowledge that Krishna gives him, the consciousness and the mind and the arms and the eyes, but only one person who used all these things to obtain Krishna. It was, I remember Ambarish Maharaj, he used everything to serve Krishna. So this is the point. The Hiranyakashipu was like highly graduated in Harvard University, studying Shastras. And he explained to his relatives that you don't need to worry about the death of my brother, your relative, because it's philosophically you can explain it's very good. But what happened next? You read it from this chapter. He inspired all his relatives to kill all the devotees, in all the places. So they started to completely try to, kill everything which is connected with Brahmanic culture. You read it in previous texts, I suppose. So it was his activity. What's the difference between devotee and non-devotee? How you use what Krishna gives to you, and Prabhupada explained here in this 21 verse, this difference. And on this example of Hiranyakashipu, we can try to use his example. We get the knowledge, like Hiranyakashipu. He wants to change situation in the world, killing all the devotees. So maybe we should kill all the demons. How do you think? This is a good example. I thought we should go to the street and kill all the demons. Is this example the Hiranyakashipu gave us? No. This is, it's a more powerful way. Lord Chaitanya gave us, Prabhupada is completely, out of any understanding. It's Golakera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana. People will never understand what's happened with their heart. It's not such a powerful weapon. You just spread the holy name, which kills all your demonic nature. It looks very funny, attractive, and peaceful, but it's the most dangerous weapon in the world. It looks so peaceful. And people, they're glad to attend to this, festival, the thinking that this is for their sense clarification. Actually, I will join this. Is nice food, a beautiful woman, nice brahmacharis, very clean and bright, and in sadhus and temples. Wow, it's such a nice culture. This culture is not just a culture, it's a spiritual culture. It kills your demonic. All your, which grows, not only your behavior, but your heart will be purified by this. So this just amazing, to be here in Boston actually, because is in Russia. I don't know whether you have it in English, but in Russia you have this, how you say, byword. It says, to understand something big, you should go far away from it. You know, in front of big, you cannot see how big it is. But in Russia, we understand how big is Boston, how great is it, you know, because, you know, the Prabhupada first came to Boston. We was in temple in New York, and Absarupa Prabhu, he showed us these shoes of Srila Prabhupada when he first stepped to the yeah. So it is very, you know, significant, and we feel the great opportunity to be here, especially in Boston, you know, to be in this place where Prabhupada came so many years ago to start this, you know, movement. He bring this secret weapon to the Western countries to destroy the demonic civilization, not like Hiranyakashipu did, you know, started to kill all the Brahmins. Prabhupada started to kill all the demons, spelling the holy name. Much more powerful weapon. Now the demons become devotee and spread this movement. So it is very, you know, very interesting, and thank you very much to you support this temple and this place, and continue Harnam Sankirtan in Boston. It's just amazing, you know, because it's like the place where all the movement actually begins with the Acharya come, you know. It's like, you know, yoga pit when you come to Mayapur. Where Lord Chaitanya was born? Oh, it's here. Okay, he was born here, but you know, it's so sacred place. He was born here. Yeah. And the Prabhupada stand here with his lotus feet to the Western land, you know, to go forward and spread the holy name all over the world. So, so this is like it happened. It's not like described here in Bhagavatam. It's much more powerful. It's, you know, Chaitanya Charitamrita Leelas, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda came and destroy all the demons, and glorify the holy name of Lord Krishna. So that is what we are also doing by your mercy, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, also in Russia, trying to do something to please Srila Prabhupada, spreading the holy name. And we also come here to receive this, you know, mercy and blessings from this place, from Boston Temple, from the local devotees, to be somehow helpful in this movement. So the main topic that I would like to discuss with you is this situation with Hiranyakashipu. You know, he was like a completely Shastri, you know, Sarva. Yeah, he's not, you know, everything in Shastras. And what he started to do, he just started to kill everyone who's connected with Lord Krishna. Actually, we heard this, you know, terrible news from Bangladesh now. Yeah, some terrible situation still happening. You see, it's not like a million years past, but situation is not changing much. In Nepal and Bangladesh, yeah, this crazy people trying to destroy and kill devotees. You know, the same consciousness. You can imagine the million years past, the still demonic and still devotional consciousness. It says in Shastras that in our age, those two consciousness living both in our head. So Prabhupada said it depends on which dog you will give food, whether bad dog or good dog. So we are giving the food prasadam actually to the good dog, so it bites the bad dog inside our. So it's happening like this when we obtain the Bhagavatam classes and the morning programs. and especially going to Harinam Sankirtan, and this is special mercy. We are like addicted to Harinam Sankirtan. You know, we get addicted also in Moscow by the mercy of senior devotees and Prabhupada disciples who is coming before. They was regularly coming to Russia. Now it's a little difficult, but still they coming illegally. You know, still in this program. So I was inspired to take part in this wonderful movement and be somehow helpful, spend holiday all over the world. And you know, it's how it is. You know, it's the best way to be to become happy in the material world. Everybody says how, like in New York, you go, everybody try to give you something that makes you happy. Please go to this H building, completely new balcony with, you know, glass floor, and all people go there. No, you better go to museum. There's a dinosaur there, you know. I'll give you some, what do you say? The cars going with selling you some wheat or something. I don't know. Or this different, or give, or you buy some magneto, put your refrigerator when you come back to home. People trying to looking for this happiness. Why else they coming? You know, they want to see how the supreme civilization is living. Actually, when you fly close to New York into this illuminator, you see wow, it's like a huge hundreds of floors, and everything is so strict. You know, in Russia it's like a road like this, but here it's not a block. It's 42, 43, 44 streets. So well organized. When people come they think it's the most supreme happiness should be in this place, you know, because it's so well organized. It's so expensive, everything, you know. You cannot even buy potato chips, you know. It's like 10 times more expensive in Russia, or 10 times expensive than in India. It's a supreme taste should be, you know, when you buy it, finally, because, you know, when you go morning to New York, only evening you will get prasadam. So you need to eat something. So you buy these potato chips and over to Hare Krishna. Oh, sorry, Krishna, I need to eat something. And you eat this New York, the best. But it's the same potato chips that I eat, you know, in Delhi or even in Vrindavan. The people are disappointed, actually, you know. They come to see this happiness. The only happiness they give can be obtained by them. The only devotees have this happiness, you know. Such a small quantity of these devotees in this world have this understanding what is happiness. It's like the on your eyes, on this, I don't know this how you call this. Yeah. The more living entities live than devotees now on the planet. Please, you scrap this. Look at there, what is happening there. The civilization of, I don't know, microbes living there, more than devotees, you know, on your one eye, you know, how it can. So we need somehow to spread it, you know, to like this should be pandemic, you know, pandemic. The next pandemic should be not this coronavirus, but paramacarunavirus pandemic, you know, you spread the whole, you know, otherwise this planet has no any chance. But this train also already going. This train, which is H train, Hare Krishna train. No, it's not like F train or Q train in Europe. It's Hare Krishna train. Already the Prabhupada is in this wheel, the steering wheel. We need to sit in this train and be active, you know, in preaching. And everybody come, unless it's stop, you know, on square somewhere. With the books and holding it, please come to the train. Immediately come here. The train is going after 2 minutes. So you took all these people, and you know the funniest thing is you don't understand how it happened, because it's Golgara Pramagrana Harinama Sankirtana, which is completely from spiritual world coming, and so materialistic people cannot. Prabhupada says it actually in the Chaitanya Charitamrita in purport that materialistic people will never understood this movement because it has completely spiritual nature. How can material conscious understand the spiritual nature? This is impossible. But I tell you more. Sometimes devotees don't understand how powerful is this movement. They also take part somehow in this Krishna movement and still don't understand because the consciousness is not completely purified and spiritual like my consciousness. I still don't understand how powerful this movement is. But some taste you get, you will never get out from this train. So don't worry that people don't understand well dancing and chanting and sometimes in Russia devotees book distributors very aggressive can like this book here. Oh, this book, But how it happened, you can never imagine. 1971, Prabhupada came just a few days in Moscow. Can you imagine? He was living in this hotel 2 days. Who was he with him? I don't remember, Shamasundar or someone. He went to buy some banana. It's crazy. In 17, there is no banana in Russia. It comes after. Only Indian people has banana at that time. You cannot buy anything in Moscow in 70s. But anyway, they go find something to offer to Krishna, and met this Ananta Shanti. His name was the first Russian devotee. He was sitting in jail. They made him this injection to government, to try to get out this Krishna consciousness of him. It was a repression of devotees many years in Russia. They were sitting in jail. They died in jail. After only in the United States, actually, at this manifestation to support Russian devotees. There was a manifestation to support Russian devotees and ask Russian government to take out from jail devotees. Only this helps, somehow people start to realize this is international movement. It's not like crazy people. So it was hard way to start it, but it was started with Prabhupada. It's like he's like a supreme, how you say, the person who plays. Like Paganini, I thought he has this. How to say this?
Violent.
Yeah, violent, which has only one string. Yeah,
String.
Yeah, once he played the concert, his string was broken, 2 or 3. So he played on one, so nobody understood that something was wrong. He's supreme qualified. So the Prabhupada came to Russia, and one person which is not qualified, at all, the regular person, one in whole Russia, 150 million. Somehow Prabhupada, he injected him Krishna consciousness during just 2 days, like you and me sitting in the hotel, the best Russian majestic hotel in front of Red Square. Just a couple of days speaking philosophy. He was like inspired all the Russia. It's like the fire comes. Now, if you come attend the Moscow temple, if you attend the Moscow temple every Sunday program, at least maybe one of the temple, maybe 300 devotees Sunday program, another one more devotees. But if you miss one Sunday program, you will come after next Sunday program. You will see all these people. It's completely more new people come, like 250 more people come to temple. Can you imagine what happened? It just started with one Prabhupada and Ananta Shanti, and this 20, 25, 40 years after, the whole Russia, only in Moscow, we have at least 7 how you say, well-equipped the Harinam teams. I mean, when I say equipped, I mean they get saris and dhotis from India, the best quality, and it looks similar and beautiful, and all this and this, Mataji, they have. So they have the music, the radio systems, and the big distributors, and prasadam after each Harinam, they rent apartment after Harinam all together in prasadam, maybe 250, 300 devotees only in Harinam groups. So they chant 2-3 times a day Harinam in different part of Moscow. How this can be happening, with only one devotee started who was sitting in jail. Such a powerful moment, it's just our decision to take part in this or not, to sit on this train or to stay on the station. So that the people, they never understand this. When they will understand what has happened, it will be too late because they are already devotees. A lot of example in Russia, how the Secret Service, you have FBI, you have KGB before, they also obtain to some classes, to understand what is happening, maybe some American influence, the Russian government, something like this. And I know several stories how this FBI agents, they come after half year study there, they just become devotees and quit their job to start chanting. This is how it works, actually. It's like you cannot study Krishna consciousness and understand, I will kill all the devotees. If you study if you stop to study, you become a devotee. This is a top secret weapon, what is happening. So, for example, in my place where I was working, and one devotee lived in this house. He was a professional musician, and still he was going to London to record his first album. In Russia, when you record an album, like Beatles, you become famous, you bring this album to Russia, and Harinam going under the windows of his apartment. And it was Hare Krishna, actually not qualified anyhow, with singing this chanting mantra. And, there is no experience actually with these Indian instruments, but they go, And he come to a window, please stop this. He's closing the window, okay. Because he's professional musician. Now, several years after, he is one of the leaders of Harinam, How it happened? The whole name goes into these ears, but it was not professional singers, the usual people, Grihastha and Brahmacharis from the temple, all together, Harinam. Unfortunately, he was living apartment on the streets, and he became a devotee. And he now is with his wife, make a wonderful album with records.com. You can download it. Wow, supreme professional. So he engaged all his activities into the Krishna consciousness, So wonderful how it works. I don't know. Thank you so much, devotees, to support this place, the very significant place for us in Russia, because we are far, and we see how big is Boston, because we are far, We understand the Prabhupada came to Boston. Also, there was a dream someday come to Boston, actually. Today, by the mercy of devotees, I hope we get to this port or somewhere, some place try to get some dust from the lotus feet of Prabhupada. Maybe it's still there, I don't know. Maybe we will feel something.
Right, fine.
But we are like, this, we're trying to seek and investigate what happened. Trying to put this, glasses, like your glasses, spiritual glasses. Well, Prabhupada was here, was here. So we are very inspired. Thank you so much, devotees. The time is over. We now start. Granta Shima Bhagavatam ki.
Very.
7:45, Mr. Arya.
Thank you, Bob. Powerful class. Secret weapon. So you can also impact here. With Prabhupada went to Russia and gave his potency.
Yeah.
You can also give some Harinam potency to all of us.